If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to set up man defense properly out of the $3.2 Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook. Before we get into it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, become a member. Full scheme breakdowns are in there. Wild Trail Week, trade wide flex, tight offset, tight end. We have the nickel over, the 4-6 defense, and the dollar full scheme breakdown. So we have everything you need to compete at a high level. We also have the bunch scheme, which is based off the Buccaneers ability with Hot Route Master and stuff like that. So check it out. I'll be doing a lot of updates and upgrades for the rest of the Madden 23 season to the schemes. So stay tuned to the main channel because they are coming. Probably going to drop the stack wide flex as well. And maybe 335 wide. I don't know. We'll see how effective it is. I have to take it into the lab and see just how good it is. Now, $3.2, okay? The play that we're going to talk about today is going to be the cover 2 man blitz. All right, now there's different setups, different styles and techniques that you can do to try to glitch out the offense or just run max coverage. As far as personnel, you just want to put your fastest safety. So here we have Winfield. He's not our fastest, but we like his overall. We're going to keep it there, but we also have Bunting. So find the speed. I know that speed from McCollum is probably faster, but I'm not going to make those adjustments right now. You can put safeties in these positions where you have the linebackers. We have White and we have David, but we're going to keep them because I like them. I like the speed on some of them, you know what I mean? And they have abilities. As far as the line, best pass rushers, you know what I mean? As long as we have Vea in there, he's got some pretty good abilities that you can use to try to stop the runs and stuff like that. But let's talk about it. Cover 2 man blitz. All right. Now we're just going to run it stock. All right. And we can run it against anything, I guess, on offense. So let's just go ahead and go vertical for now. Okay. Now the way I run this right here, okay, there's different variations. So first thing I identify is this guy right here that's on the running back. Sometimes what I'll do is I will just manually man up this guy to the running back and then I'll come over here. Now, there is kind of a glitchy setup that you can use. I don't know if they allow you, to be honest with you. Let me go ahead and blitz him again. Let me QB contain real quick because I want to see. Oh, this was part of the patch. This was part of the patch right here. This thing right here where this guy used to turn into a contain used to be money, but I think they did away with it. So let's just go ahead and man up the running back. First thing I do. Now it's 2 man under. So it's situational how you're going to play this, okay? If they need short yards, you shade underneath again. Now cover 2 man is a shading underneath automatically in its base coverage, right? It's underneath and inside. So remember that if you just choose it stock, it's underneath and inside. However, a lot of the times when you're running cover 2 man or cover 1, you have to reshade because it's not as good as if you just reshaded yourself. So we're going to shade underneath and you have to pick your poison. What do you think they're going? Inside, outside. Now we did select verticals. So this means that if we do not have the speed, his running back's going to cook us on an in route on that vertical. However, in a game, you don't know. Now, your responsibility, if it's short yardage situation, is to cover probably the back end or a drag coming over or the trail route coming from the tight end. So if they're running like the trail plays, right? What's it called in the playbook? I think it's called trail. You'll have your tight end coming in on a man beater, so you have to be careful. Anything over the middle of the field, to stop over the middle. So this is your base setup. See what we get away with here. Let's let them snap the ball. Boom, we come this way. Let's see what's open. And like I said, the running back gets open on these in routes just because of the stock route from the running back. So we know that. And one thing we can do is if those type of routes are killing you, you want to put David in a hard flat, and then you want to use the guy that's on the running or the guy that's blitzing. But it's going to be your decision, right here, boom, to follow the running back. Now you could stay in the middle because remember your hard flat's there, right? So we're going underneath. Oh, that's right. Let's go ahead. We're gonna snap the ball right here. We watch here and then we go away and then the hard flat takes over. And you'll notice that a lot of the stuff is going to be clamped up. Now here's the problem that you're gonna have right here. Okay, the pass rush. All right. Now one thing in Madden, I'm gonna test it right now, but let's just say we did what we just did. We put this guy on a hard flat and we're here on the running back, right? We shade underneath, we pass commit, and then we can QB contain against mobile QBs. Now, if this is a thing, I'm gonna go ahead and just put myself on the running back. If this is still a thing in Madden, you're gonna get rewarded because the quarterback is moving left and right, but let's just test this. Boom, left and right. No, So it's a little bit better. The pass rush a little bit harder. So they can run out, they can roll out, they can do a bunch of things. This is why I said you don't want to make this your base defense. You only want to utilize this when you need it. Now, one thing we used to do is we QB contain, and I used to bring white this way just to make the pass rush a little bit better. I'll shade underneath, pass commit, and watch the running back. If he does what I think he does, then we come around, watch this, and we have a 4-man pass rush, which is going to be decent to help us out as far as the coverage goes. These are just little tips and techniques that I use. You don't have to use them. It's up to you. Another thing you can do is you can shade underneath, right? And you can use the guy that's blitzing, and then you want to pinch the D-line, crash them down, and then start in here in the gaps with them, okay? This will help increase your pass rush just a little bit. You'll notice some, I mean, maybe not even a little bit. Depends. Like I said, it depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on your win streak. You know what I mean? It just depends on your team. Everything like that. But if you want to increase the pass rush, you contain and just bring this guy like back here, and then your assignment would be here. Now, alternatively, so I'll watch this guy. I got a 4-man pass rush, which is decent, and then it gets home. Alternatively, okay, you can leave this guy on the blitz, okay, or you can man up the running back, blitz David, right? We could put a inside third, shade over the top, wire triangle, right stick over the top. So now we effectively made a cover 1, and we want to shade over the, remember, we want to shade over the top because it's cover 1. We need help over the top, and then we have a blitzer here. So this would be beneficial for us. Now we can user the blue and then user whoever we want, whether it be the running back, probably going to be the running back, because if we can recognize that that in route cooks, then you want to slow that down, okay? So again, we can man up the running back. We do this fast, blitz this guy, shade over the top, put this guy on the inside third, okay? You can do this all in game and then shade over the top, and then we can sit low in the gap on this side. Boom, watch the running back. Where's he going? He's coming this way, and now my user's there with an effective pass rush running, cover 2-man, linebacker blitz. Now, like I said, it was glitchy before because of the contains, but they patched that, okay? So this used to be money out here, son. Now you can start them out here like it's DV fire or whatever. You can put this guy on the inside third, or shade over the top, right? Shade over the top, pass commit, start right here in the gap, watch the running back. This is just little techniques that you can use. Boom, he's on the running back, and then we can leave the running back. So let me see that in instant replay because of just what happened right there. Let's just see how this pass rush looked. He comes on the inside right here, and he comes in unblocked. So this may be something that you can actually use. Might not be as consistent, but it could be something you think about to use just for an effective pass rush. We'll try that again just to see if it's any good. We're going to go ahead and take him, bring him out here. We're going to QB contain. We're going to bring him to the line, shade over the top, right? We can put this guy on the inside third, pass commit, and then we want, like I said, we want to come stand in the gap, right? Boom. Then our user comes down here. Boom. We watch the R. We'll be underneath the RB route. Like I said, it's going to work sometimes. Sometimes it's not. It's situational. Depends on RNG in the game. Okay, so that's figured out. Now what we can do is we can baseline press, all right? We can blitz all linebackers. So now we have some sort of DB fire right here, right? Then we can take our outside guys, blue them out, put this guy on the inside third, and then we can blitz the guy that's on the what do you call it? On the running back. So now we have blitzers everywhere. We have this is going to be an all-out pass for deep yards. So if they need deep yards, you can run this right here and just make it hell for your opponent because we are sending the pressure. Not a lot of time for him to get there. Now that's running it out of LB man, but there is spinner if you want to run spinner. But if you want to throw your opponent for a loop, you can run that. Now let's talk about stopping certain routes and things that you can do with your defense. Okay, so we come over here. We want to use our zone drop. So we can go curl flats, whatever we want to do. Let's go ahead and do flats at 25 or 30 like this. And then let's look for a corner route. So we'll go Z spot and we'll go cover 2-man blitz just like this. We're going to press shade over the top, put these guys in clouds and have them look like this. Now, a lot of people like to bring them down like this just to help out with the run. Boom. We can use this guy right here. Remember, we want to shade inside and we want to shade over the top and inside. Okay, so you can do that. Pay attention to your running back. Let's just see what happens here. Boom. This way. Running back. Pressure. Now let's just see. This is why I say you got to be careful because if you're not running it right, these guys will get cooked on these corner routes. So right here, you see how this guy dips and he's right here on the 10. What we want to do now, right, because we shaded inside. See, he's playing inside his zone. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's just shade outside, over the top outside like this, and let's see what happens with this play now. This time, boom, right here, he goes further out. So you'll see that even inside a zone, if you shade inside and you're running cloud flats, these guys will come inside their zone. So right here, we shaded outside. Let's see if he passes the 10 a little bit further. This is exactly what we want, like this. Now, you can still, as on offense, you can still get behind that. So be careful, okay? What I recommend doing is you can actually baseline press, right? And you can take your B guy, right? And put him on a quarter, okay? And then you can take this guy and man him up to B. So it looked like this, all right? Now let's just see what happens. And you can just do whatever you want with this. Get shade over the top, put him on an inside 30. You can put him on a cloud flat this way, shade outside, boom. Watching the routes develop, boom. And that is perfect. So you're seeing how the quarter would play the routes going down the field. So let's come to instant replay. Just trying to teach you guys like the whole thing about as far as getting routes on the field. So remember, we put the quarter this way, right? And we manned up the tight end. So he's manned up. So the guy coming, or this guy, right? He's manned up to the outside guy right here on this little hook. We have our quarter right here that we put in a blue. And this is something that you can use against corner routes with the man defense. We manned up, everybody's manned up and the quarter's playing the corner route. Now, what's going to be the issue is if he's not going on a corner route and he's actually going on a post or something like this, right? Because you have hot route master. This is where your user would come into play. Okay, so you'll have with your user, let the running back go and watch this. You got to understand the weak side of your defense, man. If you don't understand it, you're going to get cooked. Different variations is you can set curl flats to 5, right? You can go down up, put the cloud flat at 25 and your curl flat to 5, right? So you can mess around with this and invert this. So this is going to be something crucial for you guys to understand and how to utilize perfectly. So you'll see that all these zones are doing something different. One's going back 25 yards and one's going back 5 yards. Okay, so it just makes it that much more easier. We can press shade over the top. We can bring Ryan down. And we can actually blitz him, shade over the top. This will entice your opponent to want to throw it over your head to maybe you get a pick or whatnot. But you can also run this, and you can run an inside third right here. Shade over the top, shade outside, pass commit. Boom, right here. We're watching anything coming over. Boom, and we got a nice pass rush coming off the edge. So you see what we did with Ryan. Let's go into instant replay so you guys can actually see that. We can actually use our safeties for the blitz. Boom. Now what's cool about these guys, and you know what? Here's something I want to look at, okay? So he came around like money on a 4-man, right? On a 4-man, he came around. Let's see if I blitz him and then QB contain, what happens? Okay, he does get the contain art. Oh no, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so remember they patched this, but they're not patching this guy. But I mean, you can't back up. Typically you want to back up, right? So we can inside third this, shade over the top like this, and let's just see what happens. Okay, no, it was better the way we did it. Like I said, if I could back him up like 3 or 4 yards, and it's money because we can glitch out the offensive line. However, that's not the case. So what we want to do is we want to bring him down and blitz him. Probably about right there. Want to go ahead and pass commit inside third, shade over the top, because we're turning this typically to a cover 1. And then we can stand right here if we want. Boom. Watch whoever coming across, and they have to pick it up. So right there, he had to pick him up. But let's assume that he runs his running back. Let's just see what happens if we take our running back, put him on a route, right? We bring this guy down, put him on a blitz, inside third. We can actually use the guy that's on the running back if we want, right? Or you can put this guy on the running back like this, and we can come stand in the gap. So we have this right here. You can shade outside, cover 1, and try to push everything inside. So when we snap the ball, boom. And this guy's, oh no, man, we may have found something for cover 2 LB blitz. So take this to the lab, learn it, get to know it. It's something that we blend in. If we come into the $32, and like I said, it's the full scheme breakdowns in the members area. So everything you need to win. DB fire, cover 1 robber press, man. I'm telling you guys. What else we got here? We got cover 4 drop, which you want to use against like formations like tight slots, right? I'll show you why. Let's look for a corner route right here. Just real quick, I'll just get this out the way. What we do here is if they don't use a clear out, we baseline press. We shade underneath or over the top, set our zone drops to what we want. Like right here is 25. Typically, it's not what you want to do, right? But they're going to drop back. But what we want to keep around are these quarter zones, okay? So if they run corner routes, I'll show you right here. So you go see X this way. Our quarters are there to make plays, okay? And that's why we want to run cover 4 drop or cover 4 quarters against that formation, okay? Because it takes a lot of the outside routes away. Now, if you notice that they're going to put a clear out there to try to cook you, you're going to have to make the adjustments behind it. Anyway, make sure you guys drop a like on today's video. Love you guys, man.